It's just Bruce, he don't bite. Hello.
Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. I wasn't planning on doing this video tonight. Didn't know it was even going to exist until about an hour ago. My wife and I were out and I got a notification on my phone saying that somebody had made a review of one of my products. This particular product, as it says in the title, was the Cloud City Playset. Now, about a year ago, somebody else did a video review on my Cloud City Playset, and they weren't very kind about it. And I worked with that customer, and we figured it out. But he did a video review about it, and like I said, it wasn't very nice. I mean, the guy actually took a protractor to the graphics and everything. It was a mess. So I haven't seen this video yet that this guy made, or girl. I don't know. That's a good. I'm assuming it's a guy. I don't know. We're gonna find out. So I'm doing something a little bit different tonight. We're gonna watch it together off YouTube, and you're gonna get my honest reaction from it. And this is one of those videos. If you see my videos before, I leave my mistakes in. I leave the good, the bad, the ugly, and that way you realize that if you're doing your own videos, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to screw up. Not every video is perfect. I don't know what's going to happen in this one. I'm a little worried because of the last time somebody did this to me. I worked it out with the guy, but still, no one likes hearing stuff like that on the internet. So, all right, let me get this set up with the dual screen, and we're going to watch this video together. Some guy reviewing one of my Cloud City Playset likenesses. All right, this is about the best setup I can come up with where we can watch it. I'm going to comment through it and see what we have. It's 8 minutes and 33 seconds long, which isn't really too long. So I figured it make a good video for us to explore. So here we go. Oh wait, I got to fix the echo too. Oh, you don't want to have echo from the microphone. Made that mistake last night. All right, that should fix it. All right, now we're ready to start. Toy Bounty Hunter. He's got a green screen there. He's got, looks like a slave one on some fishing line in front of it. Oh, I can see your finger.
In this video, I'm going to be going over the reproduction Cloud City Playset. I came across this on eBay. Now, the main reason I actually do these videos is because, number one, I am actually very curious myself on what these reproduction items out there look like and how the details are on them, because some of these things that are remade can actually look pretty accurate to the real thing, but there are still small details that make it stand out to show that it's reproduction. The other
Okay. He's saying that some of the repro items have the small details to prevent it from, to make sure people know it's a reproduction. I'm okay with that so far. Let's continue.
The reason I collect a lot of the reproduction stuff is because I kind of use them just to fill in for certain things until I can come across the real item. So if something doesn't have its weapon or whatever it is, I will eventually swap it out. So you could always just use it to fill in until you get the real item. Now,
okay, what he's saying there is he will collect reproduction items to use as a fill-in until he gets the real deal. I'm cool with that. I've been preaching that for a long time. All right, let's continue.
The third thing a lot of people try to do is take that reproduction item and try to pass it off as a real item of the toy line, but that doesn't really work out very well because people do know the difference.
He said the third one is to take the reproduction and pass it off as a real deal. I have a big problem with that. Let's see what else he has to say.
And you will never have respect from anybody if you try to do that. So I would suggest not to do that because, yeah. Money is money, but you're not going to make money by being dishonest.
Okay,
so,
I agree with him.
Yeah, we love honesty here in this.
All right, right on.
Now, I came across this playset off of eBay, so I was very curious to get it because I have a real Cloud City playset, and I want to see if there's any differences compared to this one that is on eBay. Now, price-wise, if you don't want to get the real one and you're kind of waiting and you want to save money because, for example, this Cloud City playset here, if you want to get the original one, depending on the condition, it's a few $100s. And if you get it with the box and it's in great shape, it could go for more. So, it all depends.
I've recently seen on eBay that the Cloud City playset in a box is going for over $1,000. Like, I had seen that. So he's not wrong.
on the condition. Ewok M and I came across a real one, and we ended up getting it. It's not in the best shape, but it was only like $200. So, you know, honestly,
200
we were
bucks is a
happy,
good
so we
price.
took it. You know, this being $30, you know, that doesn't really hurt your pocket there if you want to get this, and you
If
don't.
I remember
have the real
correctly,
one.
it's
So
actually
you
only
could use this
25,
to,
but he must be
you
thinking
know,
about
fill
shipping.
it in for your action figures until you come across the real one. Here's the note that I got from them. Now the seller actually gives you a note.
Oh, he
with this
put my note
playset
up.
here, and I'm going to read it to you guys.
Okay, I don't know what he's going to say it, but the note that he's talking about is just extra assembly instructions in there to give you little helpful hints of how to put it together better. And a lot of people don't read it, and I have had complaints where people were like, oh, it didn't bend right, One of the things I put on there, you know what, I'm not gonna say a word until he reads it. And I want to hear what he has. He's a customer. I want to hear what he has to say.
Assembly notes. Always use a straight edge to make the folds in the cardboard.
Yeah.
We used to pre-fold the pieces, but got a lot of complaints. Okay, I can understand that. We feel collectors enjoy the brand new experience better if they fold these playsets themselves.
They do.
Which, yeah, I mean, you know, I want to get that feeling of when I first got it back in the day, which I wasn't around then, but, you know, hey,
That
if
feeling
I was,
of newness.
then that's the feeling, you know, you're putting it together. So that's pretty cool.
All right, he gets that.
I also recommend using glue or double-sided tape on the tabs to hold them in place, since the cardboard we use is thicker and more durable than the thin cardboard used in the original playset.
Yep.
Now that's interesting. So the cardboard here is a lot thicker. Now just like the card backs, they are a little bit more thicker than the original card backs. So there is one of your giveaways right there, guys. This item has been applied with UV resin clear coat to keep the sun from fading as much as the original did. Okay, that's pretty neat. So there's like a little protection on here so the sun doesn't damage it.
Yeah, because what happens over the years is if it gets exposed to light, they all fade. Especially the reproductions, like what's the one in England? There's a replica box or something. They do the play sets and they do the boxes. And I bought one, and it wasn't even 3 months, and the ink started fading, and it wasn't even sitting in sun. But so what I do with my products is I have a special clear coat that I put on it, and it blocks out the UV rays. It makes it last a lot longer. Okay, so let's just hear what he has to say.
Now, some of those original play sets do have some damages, but that's what makes it vintage, and I think it gives it character. So that's me personally. I think it looks really cool that way. I don't really care if I have a vintage item that's all completed and it's real and it's a little messed up. I mean, come on, it's vintage.
We got a vintage piece.
So at the end
no
here
problem
it says,
there.
enjoy the playset. Jenner Custom Toys on eBay, also YouTube. Bruce. All right, Bruce. Well, I'll definitely have to check out YouTube there because I didn't even know that. Saw you guys on eBay. Now, they do have a couple of other things that they have on eBay. It's not just the Cloud City playset here, but this is just one of the things I got from them and want to show you guys. Let's get rid of the note here, and let's go over what we have here. They give you 3 things whenever you get this, and one of them is the instruction sheet here. So you got the instructions here. It even has stuff on the back here. Well, you got the famous Ugnaught in there and the Stormtrooper.
Yep, the front
so
piece.
This goes right onto the other piece here. And here is the other piece. So, I mean, look at the details, guys. That's pretty cool. Now, it does feel pretty thick. It is pretty thick. It does feel thick. So
it's thick because my camera's here and the monitor's here. I should have flip-flopped them because it's probably creeping me staring like this. I'm actually looking at the monitor behind the camera. Yes, I do use a thicker cardboard on it. It makes it more durable and it stands up better because the original cardboard was like, for lack of a better way to say it, a cereal box. Yeah. So, all right, you can tell a little more sense because this is not this guy's fault. This is because of what happened to me before. So let's see what he continues to say. I swear to God, if he takes a protractor out, I'm going to lose my mind.
It definitely feels thicker than the original one, like they said. But we'll put them right next to each other, and we will review both and go over the details of both of these.
I hope he uses a
see if
straight
there's
edge.
any differences as far as the printing here on this cardboard. But as far as I can tell, it looks pretty freaking cool, man. I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to grab my real one out the room, and we're going to do a side-by-side comparison on these
Oh, he
two
likes it
things.
so far.
So now I have them right next to each other, and
Oh, wait, he's not gonna. I thought he would show himself assembling it, which would have been really cool if he did. All right, looking at how he put it together, it's put together right. Looks like he might have bent the top a little bit, the little bit, but it's still, still put together pretty good.
we have the reproductions at the left and Kinner over here.
And there's
to the
his
right.
real one.
And there's a difference as far as I can see. Starting with the peg holes, there's none in the reproduction, but there is peg holes for the original Kinner one.
What's a pickle?
So you will notice that there is no pre-holes or anything. You would have to do it yourself. Another thing I noticed is this right here, the coloring is a lot different than the original. It's more of a pink red compared to that orange look that the original one
that's on purpose to keep it different.
That Kinner made. So
all right, let me stop right there. That is done on purpose to keep it looking different. I mean, this particular scan for this playset, I could have scanned my own and done it, but I found another scan online, and that's what I actually use. I adapted that a little bit, and that's what I actually use. In fact, anybody could find the base scan that I used, not with my additions. But, yeah, I mean, I try to keep the graphics, obviously, the same but different, where it still looks good, but, different, where it's not going to fool someone who thinks they're getting the real deal from the 1984? Wow, I can't remember the year of this. It's because I'm tired. All right, let's continue to see what he has to say.
That actually stands out a lot whenever you have these sitting side by side, and you can tell by just looking at it. Let me back up the camera here, and you can definitely tell right there. Another thing is the flooring has a different color. It's definitely more dark on the reproduction compared to the Kinner.
Supposed to be that way.
The Kinner has a lighter color to it. So
right on.
Another thing is, I was looking at the back of this, and they do look different by all means.
Absolutely.
But what really caught my eye was the building right here to the left-hand side. It's kind of fatter on this side compared to this side over here. It is a little bit more thin. It's not really there. You can't even really see the building.
He's not wrong there.
I think that definitely stands out a lot if you can tell by looking at these two side by side.
I'm gonna have to get my real one and compare that, because he's not wrong. The that little square building, it's almost like it might have been cut off a little short, maybe. Interesting. All right, well, he's not wrong. I can't down the guy for that. All right, let's see what else.
By side, it stands out a lot. Now, another thing, here is what they were talking about. This is the thickness of the cardboard here on the reproduction that we're looking at right now.
That's what I used.
And Kinner had this cardboard, which is a little bit more thinner. Actually, it's way more thinner than what we were looking at on the reproduction.
Yeah, the thing is about this cardboard, the one on the, I guess the way you're looking at is the right. The one on the right, it's just cardboard. It's not like corrugated. It's not a thick cardboard. It's like I said, the best I can explain it to is like a little heavier than a cereal box. And they did that with the early bird certificate package, the Sears Exclusives Cantina. I might be missing a couple of them. I'm just watching this. And of course, I did it with the Cloud City, but the problem with it, it fell apart. I make mine to be durable, and they're not supposed to be passed off as real, which I'm kind of starting to think this guy's on my side for that. So, all right, let's continue.
So that's a side-by-side comparison right there. And as you can tell, the color is just brown like cardboard on the reproduction.
Yep.
Which, that's a...
Wait a minute. Dude, I'm sorry, man, but I could tell on the top. How can I point? Does my cursor show up on my screen? All right, if the cursor's showing up right here with what you're seeing, that's not a straight edge. He bent that by hand, which is fine. It's, he can do what he wants. And same with down here. This bend should be with a straight edge, a board or a heavy ruler or something like that. That's probably why his little flap in the front got a little bent up. Oh wow, yeah, that's none of that should be there. So Oh, wow.
giveaway for reproduction. As far as the original Kenner one, it is a white cardboard, but it looks more smooth, like it doesn't have that rough stuff. Now here is the stamping for the original one. It's located under the chamber where Han Solo goes into. And the floor looks a little different compared to the reproduction one as well.
Yeah.
As you can see, the coloring and everything is different. There's no stamping at all. So
Yeah, that's kind of the
it
point.
caught my
'cause
eye
it's
immediately
not
when I
original.
looked. I can just tell by looking at it.
No, I can't go back.
The hallway looks way different on the original compared to the.
So I never mess with that because I
reproduction
figured no one's going to see it anyway once it's set
I
up.
will
but
back the camera
he's
up
not
and
wrong.
let
I mean, if you
guys
look,
see
can I pause this?
both.
Okay, yeah. If you look right here, I'm assuming you could see my cursor on the screen. I don't know if I have that set or not. But if you look in the little hole on the floor, it looks like maybe whoever did the original scan might have had some scotch tape or something on that. He's not wrong, but I also feel that when it's all set up and done, you don't really see that part. Once again, it's supposed to be obvious that it's not original. I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting a little too defensive with this guy. It seems like he's on my side. All right, let's find out.
Because it definitely looks different. Look at that. That's crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this review on the reproduction Cloud City playset and the comparison next to the original Kenner Cloud City.
I just noticed something he hasn't mentioned yet. Mine's on the left, his is on the right. Mine is about an inch shorter than the original one, too. I never noticed that. Looks like the top might have been cut off in the scan that I'm using. Well, that's okay, though. It still looks good in my opinion, and I think for the price and everything, I think it's doing its job without posing as a real one.
City playset. If you guys want to find this playset, you can find it on eBay. I'll have everything in the description below our video.
Yeah, I can see right here, if you could see my cursor, if you look on the top where the hole is, it looks like he had a little difficulty getting that piece bent up correctly. Like I said in the instructions, so a straight edge would fix that. I kind of feel bad now. But, yeah, a lot of problems with people when they assemble these. Either they rush or I'm not sure what they do. You got to take your time. Still looks good, though. I mean, he did a good job putting it together.
You can always like or subscribe to our channel. May the Force be with you, my Star Wars friends.
All right, let's take a look at this guy's channel real quick. Okay, so here's his channel. It's Toy Bounty Hunter. 1.45K subscribers. That's what's 1,450 subscribers. Is that what that means? Yeah. I'm so bad with these decimals. 1.45K. So it's yeah, that's 1,450 subscribers. 67 videos. All right. Looks like he's just starting out, maybe. Okay, well, I'm going to have to check this out later. I've already subscribed so I can see his video list. And, yeah, there's mine. It's his last video. I'm going to check him out and see what he's all about. As far as his review goes, I'm okay with it. He seems like he was being fair. There are supposed to be differences in it. And this one, he's fine. I don't got a problem with the guy. I'm going to subscribe. Maybe I'm going to send him a message after this and see if it's okay for me to use this footage. I'm also going to post this tonight, so if he says no, well, then I'll have to take this video down. But I don't think he will. I think we can maybe work out an online friendship here and help each other out. And who knows, maybe I'll get some more of my stuff and he can review that. I don't mind honest reviews. He gave an honest review. See, what did he say bad about it? He said that... he didn't say he didn't like anything. He just pointed out the differences. Okay, well, guy's okay in my books. Let me do a quick outro, and I'll get you guys on your way. So that's that. Me reviewing a reviewer who's reviewing one of my things. Like I said, it happened one time before, and the guy that did the review wasn't a very nice review, but it was mostly due to, well, I guess he expected a exact duplicate of the original, which I won't do. I do the replicas, I do the tributes, whatever you want to call them. You call them repro, I don't care. It is what it is. But they're always a little different, so collectors don't resell them as the real deal. Because unfortunately, you know, you and I wouldn't do it, But there's people out there that would take something that they find reprint, they'll sell it as original. Case in point, the Princess Leia action figure, her weapon, just a little piece of plastic, little gun. You can sell that by itself for about $50 if it's original. And there's a whole bunch of repro people out there doing it. They've done it over the past few years, and they catch these newbies. They prey on these newbies who don't know any better. They get them to pay $50 for a fake piece of resin or plastic. So, which is why, if you notice, I don't really sell weapons on my eBay page, which is Jenner Custom Toys. But the backgrounds and stuff I have, the graphics have changed a little bit. The materials I use have changed a little bit. My Pal Toy Death Star, for instance, it's a tribute. It's the graphics are different, and the material I use is obviously different from the original. And I try to stick to that. So whenever somebody respects that and they do a video like this gentleman just did, I appreciate that. And so this video, actually, it was a good video. And thank you for the honest review on it. I don't have any problems with it. I appreciate you being a customer. And, well, I hope you buy some more stuff. Anyway, that's it for me tonight. I'm a little tired. It's late. I'm going to message this guy, make sure he's cool with me using his footage. And, yeah, bye.
It's just Bruce. He don't bite. Hello.